On the beautiful campus of Rochester Christian University and inside of Garth Pleasant Arena, this is Warriors Volleyball on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen MacDonald here saying hello everyone and welcome to our broadcast as the Rochester Christian Warriors host the Kuyper Cougars here on a Friday night in a non-conference tilt. Warriors will get back into conference play here tomorrow at noon as part of homecoming weekend here on campus for Rochester Christian, but more on that as this game rolls on. Warriors come in 9-3 over their last 12 matches, now sitting second in conference play. The team sitting just below them in the standings, Cornerstone, comes into tonight 10-4 in conference play. They'll take on Defiance tonight and then Lords tomorrow before facing this Warriors squad in just a few days on Wednesday night upcoming. We'll keep an eye on that Cornerstone matchup as the night goes on. They'll get going right around the same time as our game here in just a few minutes. Last time out for the Warriors, it was a 3-0 win against the Lords Grey Wolves. On that night, Shante Hudgens led the team with 12 kills, also tallied 3 total blocks as well. She now sits at 195 kills on the season, good for second on the Warriors team, and 91 total blocks is first. So a potentially big weekend upcoming for Shante Hudgens, can get over 200 kills and up over the century mark in blocks. Would be the second time as a Warrior that she'd be able to do just that, getting over 100 blocks in a season. Olivia Everett has been solid of late as well. 16 kills a couple matches ago against Madonna, had 18 2 matches ago against Defiance. On the other side for the Cougars, our player to watch tonight is Rachel Romero, wears number 3 in the gray, the outside hitter, 222 kills, good for second on her team, 11 matches of 10 or more kills this season. Also does a good job serving the ball as well, 38 aces to lead her team so far here in 2025. So does a little bit of everything for this Cougars team. And with that, we send it down to the floor now for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rochester Christian University for tonight's volleyball game featuring the visiting Cougars from Kuyper and your Rochester Christian Warriors. As a reminder, Rochester Christian and the NAIA are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics. We ask that all players and fans do their part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in tonight's contest. At this time, we ask you please stand, remove your caps, and join us in a word of prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Let's pray. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner that by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with respect for members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in the game. Amen. tonight's starting lineups. First of his from Kuyper. Number 8, Trina Nelson. Number 9, Ariel Tulsa. And the libero, number 6, Brooke Moore. The Cougars are coached by Tori Johnson. And now the starting lineup here, Rochester Christian Warriors. Number 6, Courtney Mack. Number 9, Emma Hawk. Number 13, Jordan Wood. Number 14, Alyssa Swanson. Number 19, Olivia Everett. Number 21, Asia Gray. And the libero, number 4, Alana Gray. The Warriors are coached by Juliana Nash now in their third season.
Welcome back on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen MacDonald here with you as always in what is going to be a long weekend in Warriors athletics. We've got volleyball, of course, on hand for you here tonight. Warriors taking on the Kuyper Cougars. And then tomorrow we're in for a marathon starting at noon Eastern as volleyball will host Siena Heights. As mentioned in the open to our broadcast, a non-conference game on hand for us here tonight. The Warriors will go back into WAC play tomorrow here at noon. Then men's basketball gets their season tipped off with an exhibition against Kentucky Christian. And then about 30 minutes after that game concludes, so about 5:30 Eastern time, women's basketball will get going against Alma College. So again, a long weekend, but a good one to look forward to here in Warriors athletics. And as you might have been able to hear as the starting lineups were read just a moment ago, Warriors going with a different look here tonight. They'll start out with Jordan Look, Alyssa Swanson, Olivia Everett, Aisha Gray, Courtney Mack, and Emma Hawk. Alana Gray will be in there to start as well. The serve to get us going from Emma Hawk, and she'll start us out with an ace. Haven't seen a lot of Emma Hawk this season, just appearing in her 16th match of the year. Into the corner it goes and does find that far corner. We'll also get a rare look at number 13. That's Jordan Look, the freshman from DeWitt. Left side attack. That was Courtney Mack. Aisha Gray will sit down along with Look. Margili comes in for the Warriors. Did that one get down? It did. Also in for the Warriors was Allison Scott. She's serving it now. To the middle, that one was blocked. That looked like Swanson in there. This time able to get it up and over her right in front of Alana Gray. Alana Gray has had moments throughout this season where she's had her number called and has done well when it has been called. Left side it goes, looking for Margili. Didn't quite connect with her, but still made its way up and over the net. As Gray will go back to serve. right into the middle. A couple Warriors converging on that, but they let it get to the floor. Back to serve for the Cougars is Ariel Talsma, the sophomore from Zeeland, Michigan. Talsma in the middle, someone to watch for if you're the Warriors. 44 total blocks to lead her team this season. Also comes in third on the team in total attacks. Serve is away by Rodis. Gray up to Rodis, down the middle for Everett for the kill. It looks like Coach Nash will certainly utilize as much of her bench as she can here tonight as that serve by Rodis gets away from her. Romero, who we highlighted in our open, can certainly be dangerous on the serve, is back to serve now. 38 aces on the season as Rodis goes back and forth with Everett there. So Romero's time on the serve was short-lived. Looks like Jordan Look will come back in for Allison Scott. Margili will sit as well. Up front, it's Everett and Aisha Gray as Rodis plays this over. Gray wants to go left side for Aisha. Those two can't connect. Trina Nelson will serve, has started all now 23 matches this season. Everett able to get to it, played over. Left side it goes. Look able to get to it for Aisha Gray, had that rejected, but does not stay in. Came all the way over to the near side corner left side. Warriors catching a bit of a break that time. Everett will serve. Alana Gray checks out. Trying to set it was Nelson. Not sure she was as accurate as she wanted to be there. Serve finds Garner. Another talented young player for this Cougars squad, a freshman from Granville, Michigan. Came into tonight leading her team in kills. Rodis wants Aisha Gray off the fingertips and down on the deflection by Talsma. That'll send Emma Hawk back to serve. mentioned earlier, Talsma, 44 blocks on the year, had a season-high 7 earlier this year. Also has matches with 6 blocks and has twice had 5. Couple subs will come back in quickly for the Warriors. It's Scott and Margili. Scott will serve, so really here in the first set, the only regular rotation player, we'll say, for the Warriors that we've seen outside of maybe Alana Gray would be Olivia Everett to this point. You will see, though, at times, players like Swanson, Margili, and even Courtney Mack will get in there from time to time. They're out there right now. Mack gets it right side. Swanson had a hand on it, couldn't play it. But also, with that, nice to see some other players certainly getting an opportunity here tonight. Scott, one of them, in the back row right now for the Warriors. Hawk wants to set it up for Mack. That one was deflected and out. Kuyper just not a team this season that will rack up too many blocks. Have had a couple chances at it here in the early going, just haven't been able to make it count. Warriors on the other side have been fantastic in the block department this season. Came into tonight sitting at 196 on the year, led by the likes of Shantae Hudgens and Olivia Everett in that category. (14-9) Warriors here in the first. Gray sent the serve away. Warriors sideline having some fun here tonight as that attack from the left side finds the bottom with Margili. Gray's serve is away. Went to the back row for more. Hawk tried to dump it over. Couldn't find the range. It's out of play. Tried the look that we've seen time and time again this season from Mackenzie Kuyper, who, from the way that this first set is playing out, not sure that we'll see her tonight. Hawk goes back to the left side for Margili and again finds the floor. Second kill for Margili. She joins Mack, Everett, and Gray. That's Aisha Gray, all with 2. Emma Hawk has their other kill. Cone tried to set it up right side and was successful in her efforts. Finds Romero. Catherine Cone, the setter, comes in 325 assists on the season. She'll add to her total with that one. Her season high in a match this year was 46. Also has 5 other matches with at least 20 or better. Rodis wants to set it up. To the back it goes for Romero. Played up and over. Rodis back to the left side for Margili. And that'll be number 3. Liliana Margili off to a hot start tonight. 3 kills on 4 total attacks. As Jordan Look goes back to serve. Strong serve with the right hand. Warriors by 6. That one deflected off the net. Finds its way to Rodis. Left side, Aisha Gray pounds one through. And then that ball played back in the direction of Rodis. Mentioned the numbers so far for the Warriors. Rachel Romero, 2 kills. Aaliyah Garner, 2 kills as well. Those have been the leaders for Kuyper so far this season. This one finds its way down. Look, made an effort at it, just unable to get there in time. She comes up all smiles though. Serve by Nelson. Rodis wants to go back left side looking for Aisha Gray. Stepping up from the back row was Romero. Serve away again by Nelson, this time no dice. Nelson coming into play tonight has started every match so far this season, but only having played 78 of the 88 sets so far this year for the Cougars. In fact, no player has played more than 78 sets this season. Nelson, one of 4 players to get to 78. And right now, Kuyper just hanging in there in the first set. Everett will check out. Served by Brooke Moore, the freshman from Stanwood, Michigan, with a population of just 209. Warriors get to 20. It's 20-15. That'll lead to a timeout called by Kuyper. We'll take the timeout with them. Come back in 60 seconds. Warriors by 5 here in the first on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Out of the timeout, serve is away by Hawk. touched right at the net by Courtney Mack. Warriors go back to the left side. This time it was Mack. We've seen Aisha Gray and Margili over there on the left side. Mack this time coming all the way over to the right. Try to play it from the left side offline. Warriors will take that, go up 22-16, and get the serve back to Allison Scott. Hawk wants to set it up middle for Swanson. Had it deflected, but still found its way down. Again, Cougars have had their opportunities here in the first set to get a few blocks on the board, just haven't been able to come up with it just yet. Back to serve is Cone. Hawk to Margili, floats it over the top. Under it is Moore. Tipped at the net by Swanson, couldn't get any help behind her. Hawk trying to get to it right at the net. Can't control it. And it's 23-19. Backing up forward is Scott, able to play it to Emma Hawk. Margili with a charge. 24-19 for Margili, that's number 4. Continuing her strong first set, 4 kills on 6 total attacks. Alana Gray back to serve, looking to finish out the first set. Serve is away. Under it is Cone. Rodis under it for Alana Gray. Margili, can she put the cap around the first set? Kept alive by the Cougars. Hawk back to the left side. Margili, that's blocked. And there it is, the first block of the night for the Cougars. 24-20. That'll send Talsma back to serve. Backing up, Gray got to it. Felt like had she let it go, might have found its way out, but we play on. Right side try. Gray over this way to Courtney Mack, and that'll do it for the first set. Courtney Mack gets the kill, 25-20. The Warriors will take the first set, go up 1-0 on the match. While both teams switch sides, get ready for set 2, we'll take the timeout with them, come back with the stats from the first set. Again, the Warriors take it 25-20 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Welcome back on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors take the first set 25-20. They were led by Liliana Margilai's 4 kills on 9 total attacks. Just behind her was Courtney Mack with 3. She got the last point for the Warriors in the first set. Emma Hawk finished with 2 kills and 8 assists. On the other side for the Cougars, Aaliyah Garner 4 kills, Rachel Romero 3. Trina Nelson finished with 7 assists. And again, the Warriors, if you're just joining us here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network, Stephen McDonald here with you. Warriors, at least to this point, not going with their usual rotation of players that we're used to seeing. Second set is underway. That's an ace to get us started. It's Garner on the serve. This time serve goes into the net. Couple subs will come in for the Warriors. It's Scott and Margilai. Left side, that was a blast by Romero. Scott's serve deflected into the net off of Trina Nelson. She'll serve it up once more. That looked to be in the line, and it was another ace. That'll be the 5th ace for the Warriors already tonight. Looks like the Cougars will have no problems with this one. Catherine Cohn on the serve. Just 2 assists for Cohn so far on the night. Came in just over 4 assists per set this season. Mentioned back in the first set, her season high is 46. Hawk to the middle for Swanson. Swanson gets the kill. Hawk the assist. Cone to the middle for Romero and did get it inside the line. For Romero, that'll be number 4. Ties her with Garner with 4. Hawk and Mack will check out. Rodis will serve for the Warriors. And that'll be off of Brooke Moore and out of play. An ace for Hannah Rodis. Just the 7th match for Rodis this season after playing in 20 matches a season ago. Had 100 assists as well last season. And Rodis having a time on the serve right now. Saw Olivia Everett get some action in the first set along with the other Warriors out there. This time in the second set, at least for the time being, Shantae Hudgens seeing some action. A little mistiming on the jump there by Hudgens. (9-5) Warriors early here, second set. Warriors took the first 25-20. Margili from the right side this time. Garner, that's knocked down by Shantae Hudgens. Romero on the serve. Rodis keeps it going for Margili. Cougars were able to catch up to it with Catherine Cohn, but the Warriors finish it off. Jordan Look comes back in. She'll serve. Shantae Hudgens still out there. Hudgens got a hand on it again, but still can't come up with the block. Nelson will serve for the Cougars. Aisha Gray put a charge into it but had it returned. Aisha in the back row, as you can see there, right side of your screen, right next to Alana, who's in the red. Ball finds Alana here. Hudgens pounds it through the middle. She'll get the kill. She'll check out. Swanson will come in for her. Back to serve is Alana Gray. Nelson sets it up for Garner. Now Rodis wants to go from the middle with Swanson, but just off that far corner. (12-9). Warriors in front. On the serve is Brooke Moore. 36 aces coming into play tonight for Moore, as Swanson sprawls out for it. Moore has had some solid games on the serve this season, had 6 against Andrews University, 6 aces that is. Did that back just the other day on October 23rd. As the Cougars able to get it to within 1. Also had 5 aces against Moody back on October 4th. She'll add to her aces with that last one to tie up the second set at 12. Rodis able to settle it down for Aisha Gray. Nelson tapped up and over by Bryn Haven't called Johnson's name too much tonight, the senior from Galesburg, Michigan. All 10, now 11 of her matches for Johnson this season have come in the month of October as the Cougars go up by 2, and a timeout will be called by the Warriors and head coach Juliana Nash. We'll take the timeout with them, be back in 60 seconds here in set 2 from Garth Pleasant Arena on your home for Warriors Volleyball. Cougars by 2 here in the second set. Timeout called by the Warriors. They'll have 1 remaining in this set. And mentioned in the open to our broadcast, Cornerstone comes in 3rd in the WAC behind the Warriors, who sit at 11-4. Cornerstone comes in 10-4, currently taking on Defiance. Taking a look at where that match is at. Currently 1-0 Cornerstone after they took the opening set 25-18. Again, Warriors will see Cornerstone coming up on Wednesday. That game will be on the road after the Warriors face Siena Heights here tomorrow. Emma Hawk, Courtney Mack come in. Hawk will go back to serve. So far for Hawk, 2 kills, 9 assists. Wants to set it up for Courtney Mack, spinning ball off the antenna. Romero had that returned by Swanson. Keep it alive as Alana Gray wants to go for Aisha. Now Alana right side to Courtney Mack for the kill. Hawk on the serve, lost it just before she went up with it. Reset herself well. Now sets it up for Courtney Mack, who finds it to the floor. Kill for Mack, the assist to Hawk. Good recovery as Hawk kind of fumbled the serve there, but then the Cougars come back after the Warriors were able to level it at 15. A kill for Garner is number 8. The assist for Nelson, number 12. Subs for the Warriors include Scott, who will serve. Warriors utilizing as much of their bench as they can here tonight, as there's another one for Kuyper. On the other side, Cougars, only 4 players over there on their sideline. Warriors trying to save much of their regulars for the conference game here tomorrow. That'll be the first game of 3 on the day. Our game tonight, the first of 4 overall here inside of Garth Pleasant Arena this weekend. Tomorrow will be homecoming for Rochester Christian. So volleyball, men's and women's basketball all in action as Shante Hudgens says hello. Swanson's serve is away, finds Romero. Garner, that was deflected right at the net on its way through by Hudgens. Kept alive by Mack. They want to set it up for Hudgens, and again, just doesn't quite have the timing. Second time tonight we've seen in her short stint on the floor, seen Shante Hudgens swing and miss on an attack. Get it over to Courtney Mack, played back row by Garner. Up and over by Romero. Right at the net, Hawk sets up Hudgens, this time finds the range. In comes Rodis to serve. Looks like Hawk and Mack will check out. Coming over to play it was Catherine Cohn. Warriors try to get to it. Just a half second too late. Kill for Romero, the assist to Cohn. The Cohn assist, only number 5 for her tonight. Came in leading the team in assists this season, but tonight it's been Trina Nelson with 13 assists to lead her team. Up front to Cohn, sets up Garner. Rodis wants Hudgens, who punches it over the top, and that one just kind of died off the hands of Brooke Moore. Jordan Look on the serve. That'll send out Cohn. Bryn Johnson comes in. Turning and watching it go out was Look. Also had Alana Gray there as well. You could also hear the Warriors bench shouting out as they turned and watched it go by. Serve by Gray. That'll be an ace for Alana Gray, and a timeout called by the Cougars, now down 2 here in the second, 22-20. Warriors couple points away from going up 2-0 on the night. We'll take the timeout, come back, second set, Warriors and Cougars on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. out of the timeout, Courtney Mack and Liliana Margili lead the Warriors with 5 kills apiece. Aisha Gray, Shante Hudgens with 4 kills each. Emma Hawk leads the team with 13 assists. As out of the timeout, 23-20, Warriors in front. That timeout by Kuyper, their first, so each side still has one remaining here in the second set. Alana Gray on the serve. Nelson to Garner. Kill for Garner, the assist to Nelson. That's number 9 for Garner and the 14th assist for Nelson. As the Cougars able to get it back to within 1. Warriors trying to go up 2-0 on the match. They're no stranger to playing just 3 sets this season. Had that run where they played 8 straight matches of just 3 sets, went 5-3 in that span, and just like that, we're tied at 23. More on the serve, backing up for it was Gray. Spinning ball finds Aisha Gray. Now Nelson had that blocked by Swanson. Got to give it up to Carly Duke as well. Now 3 block assists on the night for 28 and white. Hawk to the middle for Swanson. Dumped over by Talsma. Punched up and over by, looks like Aisha Gray. Laying out for it was Emma Hawk. And it's 24 all. Aaliyah Garner will serve. Does have an ace already on the night. Also 2 serve errors as well. Courtney Mack wants it left side. Under it is Nelson for Romero. Lob it over to Aisha Gray. And got it. Officials took a second to decide which way that was going, but they do give it to the Warriors and to Aisha Gray. Give her the kill on the assist from Hawk. And into the net it goes off of Garner, and that'll do it for the second set. Warriors needed the extra one there in the second. 26-24 is the final in set 2. They'll go up 2-0 on the night and look to round this one out in the third in just a moment. We'll take the timeout while both teams regroup. Warriors looking to go to 18-8 on the season as they look to get back into conference play here tomorrow afternoon. And again, we'll keep an eye on that Cornerstone Defiance matchup. Cornerstone 1 game behind of the Warriors in the WAC standings entering play tonight. Warriors 11-4 in conference play, Cornerstone 10-4, but Cornerstone took the earlier matchup this season. So again, we'll keep an eye on that one for you here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Welcome back on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen McDonald here with you, as always. Be here all day tomorrow as well for all the homecoming festivities inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. Men's and women's basketball get their seasons going here tomorrow. Women's volleyball will get things started, though, here at noon Eastern. We'll have all of that for you here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Mentioned going into the break between sets, keeping an eye on that Cornerstone score for you. 25-18, Cornerstone took the first set. They currently lead in the second set, 17-12 over Defiance. Warriors will go to Cornerstone coming up in just a couple days on Wednesday, the 29th. But they have business to attend to here tonight against the Kuyper Cougars, and then tomorrow against Siena Heights. Hawk will serve to begin the third set. She's got 2 kills and 14 assists on the night. Serve is away. Third set is a go. Moore up and over. Hawk wants Swanson. Moore spins 360, able to play that ball. Popped up by Jordan Look. Can Aisha Gray get it over? She does, but then the Warriors in a scramble, and the Cougars catch them in it. And even though the Warriors, for the most part, outside of maybe Everett, saw her back in the first set and then Shante Hudgens in the second set, for the most part, with everyone else getting involved, have played well. 25 kills so far, just 8 attack errors. We've also seen 8 aces from the Warriors tonight. Also 5 total blocks as well. Cone will serve, but a whistle before the serve as a ball came rolling out on the floor. Cone does have an ace tonight, also has 5 assists. Alana Gray will serve. She's played well tonight. 2 assists, 2 aces, 12 digs. Warriors will watch this go out. Cone to the middle for Romero. Romero right up against that line, got it to go. Swanson and Gray converge on that ball, able to get it over in the direction of Romero. Hawk dumps it over. Laying out for it well that time was Cone. To the front for Hawk. Sets up Swanson, but too strong. Swanson has had some looks in this match. Started out the match as well. Just 2 kills, though, to show for it so far. Swanson does have 3 total blocks, though, on the night. Olivia Everett gets the kill, the assist from Emma Hawk. Ace for Rodis. She's done well on the serve tonight. That'll be her third ace. And how about make it 4? Back-to-back aces for Hannah Rodis. Can she make it 3? No, this time a little too much juice on it. Six-5 Warriors, early stages, third set. Warriors took the first 25-20, and then 26-24 was the final in set 2. Played over by Brooke Moore. And then Duke into that far corner, into some space. Calling for it was Alana Gray. Jordan Look on the serve. Freshman got the start tonight in this match. Just the third time that she's played in a match this season. Everett tries to float it up and over and does. Got the kill. This time the assist from Rodis. So for Everett, kill number 4. For Rodis, assist number 7. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast for Rodis a season ago, those 100 assists that she had was good for just under 3 assists per set a season ago. Certainly made the most of her opportunities when she got them. Just hasn't had a whole lot of those chances this season because of the play of others like Mackenzie Kuyper. Hawk's serve is away, turning and playing it was Brooke Moore. That was deflected by the Warriors, and Swanson had some help from Courtney Mack. Go left side, Aisha Gray, and down. Aisha Gray having a solid night. That last kill looks to be number 6. That would tie her for the team high. Gray, 19 total attacks so far tonight. Has those 6 kills, also 3 digs as well. Waiting to serve is Aaliyah Garner. Garner's put together a solid night, 11 kills for her. Garner's season high in kills is 25, has 4 matches in total of 20 or more kills. Has some work to do if she wants to get another one to that total tonight. If her team can pick up a win and at least force a fourth set, could potentially see her get to 20. Attack error on Margili makes it 12-9. Serve is away, and to the net it goes from Cone. Ninth serve error on the night for the Cougars. Warriors have done pretty well in that department tonight. 10 aces, 5 errors. Deflected by Swanson. Everett was there as well. And as the Warriors go up 5, a timeout called by Kuyper. That'll be their first here in the third set. We'll step aside, take the timeout with them. Warriors 14, Cougars 9. Warriors lead the match 2-0. Looking to close this one out and turn their attention back to conference play here tomorrow, but they've got to finish out the third on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Back to it out of the timeout called by Kuyper, their first of this third set. Gray will serve it up as we're back to the action. That'll be an ace, another one for Alana Gray. Believe that'll be her third. That is her third. Rodis has 4 of her own. That'll send the serve over to Talsma. Hawk up ahead for Swanson, who gets the kill. Mentioned Swanson has had some opportunities tonight. 10th total attack for her tonight, 4th kill. And it's been a pretty nice distribution as that serve goes to the net by Rodis. Pretty nice distribution for the Warriors in terms of the attack production. 6 kills for Aisha Gray, 19 total attacks. 6 kills for Margili, 16 total attacks. 5 for Mack on 12 total attacks. And then mentioned Swanson has 4 on 10 total attacks. And for the most part, the Warriors, as that one eats up Allison Scott, for the most part have kept the errors to a minimum, just 12 attack errors so far tonight. That has hurt them at times this season. So even though what you would call the regulars in the rotation not seeing action tonight, still able to play a pretty clean game so far for Rochester Christian as Margili checks out. Warriors by 4 here in set 3. Keeping an eye quickly on that Cornerstone match as that serve goes out of play. Cornerstone took the second set 25-18 to go up 2-0 on the match. Third set currently tied at 4. Cornerstone 10-4 in conference play coming into play tonight. Warriors just in front of them at 11-4, but The Golden Eagles do have the head-to-head currently against the Warriors. These two teams, Warriors and Golden Eagles, will see each other in just a couple days on Wednesday. Warriors will go out to Grand Rapids for that one. And then Everett smokes this one across. And she'll go back to serve. Warriors' upcoming schedule, while we have a moment, mentioned Siena Heights here tomorrow for homecoming, then that matchup at Mole Arena on Wednesday against Cornerstone. Then they'll come back on Halloween night against Aquinas. And then a couple matches in early November to round out the regular season. It's Indiana Tech on the 7th and Northwestern Ohio on the 8th. Both those games will be on the road. Rodis tried to get to it, unable to play it. So after tonight, the Warriors just 2 more home games for the regular season, but as it stands right now, have a good shot at hosting a game in the WAC tournament, as they came into play tonight second behind just Aquinas. Garner gets to it, plays it to Rodis. Alana Gray wants Aisha Gray for the kill. Alana and Aisha connect on that kill. They've both played well here tonight. For Aisha Gray, that's 7 kills. Also has 3 digs as well. For Alana, 2 assists, 3 aces. Also has 14 digs. Played over by Johnson. Under it is Alana Gray for Swanson for the kill. And looks like another timeout called on the floor. That'll be the final timeout for the Cougars tonight, trailing here in set 3, 21-16. We'll keep it here inside the arena as the Warriors look to finish out the night and get the sweep over the Cougars before heading back into conference play tomorrow against Siena Heights. Last time those two teams met up was a little less than a month ago on September 27th. Warriors swept the Saints that night. Zyder had a team-high 11 kills. Shante Hudgens did what she does, led the team in blocks with 3. So the Warriors will have the Saints coming in here at noon Eastern tomorrow. That'll get our homecoming broadcast extravaganza, if you want to call it that, going, as men's basketball will be in action at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then women's basketball will follow probably around 5:30 Eastern would be my best guess. Out of the timeout, Warriors get one more on the board, inching closer to the finish line. And then one final quick check of that Cornerstone score. 11-6 Cornerstone now in the third set. Again, they're up 2-0 on the night over Defiance as Aisha Gray gets under it, goes across the floor for Swanson. To the back, played well by Jordan Look. Freshman has had her moments here tonight. Alana sets up Aisha and got it for the kill. Saw those two connect right before the timeout called by Kuyper. And they do so again. It's 23-16 Warriors. Serve is away by Hawk. Garner, backpedaling was Alana Gray. Shante Hudgens with the exclamation point to make it 24-16. For Hudgens, even in limited action tonight, that's her 5th kill. Leaning back for it, playing it was Talsma. They skip it over Hudgens to Aisha Gray, but this time just a touch offline. But again, how about the performance by Shante Hudgens tonight? 5 kills and 2 total blocks. And Aisha Gray coming near side, puts it to the floor and finishes out what was an excellent night for her. Give the assist to Emma Hawk. And the Warriors will take the 3rd set 25-17. They'll win the match 3-0. Some final stats in this one before we sign off. For Kuyper in the loss, Aaliyah Garner, 12 kills, also had 2 total blocks. Rachel Romero, the player that we highlighted in our open to the broadcast, finishes with 8 kills and 10 digs. And Trina Nelson finishes with a team-high 18 assists. But for the Warriors in the win tonight, again, it wasn't the usual players that we're used to seeing that saw playing time here tonight, but they got the job done. Aisha Gray, 9 kills, also had 3 digs. Liliana Margili, 6 kills. Courtney Mack, Alyssa Swanson, Olivia Everett, Shante Hudgens, all with 5 kills apiece, as Alyssa Swanson also tallied 4 total blocks in the win for the Warriors. Emma Hawk finishes with 2 kills and 21 assists on the night to lead her team. Hannah Rodis chipped in another 11 assists for the Warriors. So the Warriors with the win will go to 18-8 on the year. Of course, this was a non-conference game, so they'll stick at 11-4 in WAC play, but improve to 7-2 inside of Garth Pleasant Arena here in 2025. So for Andrew Ripke, our SID, my name's Stephen McDonald, saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where your final score one final time is the Warriors 3 and the Cougars 0. Remember, tomorrow is homecoming here at Garth Pleasant Arena, so we'll have women's volleyball getting us started at noon Eastern with men's and women's basketball later to follow throughout the day. So stick with us here all day long tomorrow on the Rochester Christian Sports Network, But for now, good night, everyone.